Hey there everybody, I'm Giant Opinion Sports, and if you enjoy this video, hit that like button. It's much appreciated. So if you're new to the channel and you're vibing with me, hit that subscribe. I got tons of these draft profiles still to come. Today, we're talking about maybe the best prospect in this draft. He is balls to the wall, unrelenting, uber talented, and straight up dominant. Aidan Hutchinson has supreme athleticism. He may not run the fastest 40 time, but his combination of power, length, and just straight up relentlessness makes him a terrifying edge rusher. One of his more underrated traits you don't hear so much about is just his intelligence, his fundamentals, and his football instinct really sets him apart from all the other edge prospects in this class, maybe the last few drafts. He got 6'5", 270 pounds. He's got the size to play in any system coming off the edge. He is 270 pounds of shit your pants, and it is pure awesome to watch. And he is a counterpuncher. He's got to move for any situation that shows up, and he's perfected the inside swim move. He's also got a rip and dip move that will cause havoc on the next level. So in my videos, I talk a lot about how I used to love when tackles would punch too high. It allows you to get your hands under their elbow and pull their arms up. Aidan Hutchinson has perfected this maneuver. I've seen him pull the same tactics with offensive linemen's wrist as well. It may sound simple and easy when you talk about it. I promise you it's not. You need superior timing and strength to become good at this, and it can get into a tackle's psyche. It can force the tackle to start changing up his timing of his punch or location. It is super valuable to have these traits, to have these moves. But like I said, he's not an elite speed guy, but don't let that fool you. A lot of edge guys have an insane burst, but they don't carry it through contact. Hutchinson carries his burst through the play, and when you add the way he can squeeze ankles and reduce the area the tackle can get his hands on him, it's almost impossible to stop him. Tackles are forced to overset, and then that's when the party just gets started. His inside counters are terrifying, and in situations you really get to see the natural strength he has. He's like a bull in a china shop. The power in his hands and punch is as good as you'll see from a college prospect at his position. And when he gets the punch he wants on a rep, there's no way an offensive lineman can stop him from getting the angles he wants. It's party over. So I'll talk a little bit about the part of his game that's semi-human, and that's the run game. Now, I like the way he sets the edge. He's a better pass rusher than run stopper, but you still see flash plays in the run game as well. No, he's an all-around player, but I did see plays where he was super aggressive, maybe missed time to play. But listen, this didn't happen a lot. Getting a little nitpicky, but I do just think with more repetition, he'll get better feel. And for those situations, he's got good instincts already. It's just that he's had limited snaps for his career. But as I mentioned before, the strength in his hands and punch will allow him to hold his man at the line, and he's going to get the angles he wants. I think with him, he can be one of the better run-stuffing edge guys in the NFL in the future. He is a big game performer. In the biggest games for Michigan, he played his best. I think he's going to be a superstar of the highest magnitude in the NFL. When you look at how much he's improved from last to this season, it makes you think, like, how good can he be with another year under his belt? I mean, if he's not a top 5 pass rusher in the NFL in a couple years, I'd kind of be a little surprised. I think he's deserving of that first pick in this draft. He'd be a wet dream to slide to my Giants. Like, I'll get this out of the way. Aidan Hutchinson will be long gone by the 5th pick in this year's draft. So if you want to see what Aidan Hutchinson is all about, go watch the Washington vs. Michigan game from this season. He took Jackson Kirkland to school, and Kirkland is a first-round tackle on most people's big board. It was a brutal game, one you never forget. I bet Kirkland is still sitting up in the middle of the night with cold sweats over that. Now listen, there is obviously criticism. I've heard some people say he's a one-year wonder because his numbers blew up this season, but I call bullshit on that. Honestly, the tape backs up the production. I mean, Hutchinson has earned my trust, and I'm sure the retort I'll get back is the Georgia championship game. If you pay attention to what was happening at Georgia football game, they had focused every bit of attention on Aidan Hutchinson. They made it a point to shut him down. Not to mention they were running the ball so well, there was nothing you could do. I just think this guy is going to have a Nick Bosa-esque rookie season. He's going to be the best edge rusher on whatever team drafts him in the first few picks, even the Jags. I think right off the bat, he's better than Josh Allen day one. So this year's draft as a whole might not have been the best talent overall, but players like Evan Neal and Aidan Hutchinson at least come in and give you flashes of Hall of Fame potential. So I think I've blown enough smoke up the kid's ass at this point. But if you're interested in seeing him at his best, the Washington-Michigan game and the Michigan-Ohio State game was must-sees this season. I believe the condensed versions, I think you can catch them right on YouTube. They have every snap of the defense. But listen, the sky is the limit with Aidan Hutchinson. He can achieve anything he puts his mind to. I hate the whole generational talent phrase, but if people want to throw that out with Aidan Hutchinson, honestly, it might not get an eye roll from me this time, but wherever he winds up, me as a Giants fan is jealous, and I will be watching that team closely, because this guy's ceiling is ridiculous. I honestly think maybe Evan Neal's got a little bit higher of a ceiling, but when you factor in Evan Neal's got a decent chance to bust in the NFL, because just the size and some of the problems he has, I think Aidan Hutchinson is by far the best player in this draft so far. Now, maybe I go through the film and find somebody here or there. I haven't checked any of the cornerbacks yet. Maybe I'll notch one of them up. I still got to check out Hamilton and Notre Dame. I haven't watched him yet, but so far, this is the guy. But listen, I just want to take a second to say thank you all for watching and showing all the support recently. These videos are fun to make. But anyways, that's it. Like, subscribe, and peace.